his own person. So people are still going to talk to him, but it's those, like you said, the ones that F him, this, the rat, this. All right, we'll see.
Definitely. Now, yet today, man, 50 Cent kind of threw a little bit of fuel on the fire that Jim Jones may be a federal informant when he posted this up on his Instagram saying, man, I'm going to put it up on the screen for the people. Now he put, now one individual, you're going to have to tell everybody how you were on tape in court on the phone coaching Mel to super duper violate Shorty, but the feds never picked you up. And the charges were RICO and conspiracy, confidential informant. Now, Jim Jones I'm not even going to read what he said. He wrote a couple of things all slanged out and everything. It's too graphic for YouTube right now. But what do you think with 50 Cent pretty much carrying on this narrative? Like Jim Jones must be a federal informant because he was not taken down in this federal RICO case with 6ix9ine, even though he was on tape. We heard it.
I don't like it wearing that. I'm not really a fan of it, especially when it comes to 50 wearing the hats that he wears now. If he was in media, or if he was in a certain position where, all right, he had to report news and he kind of wanted to throw the narrative, all right, cool. But to throw that jab out there right now, I just thought it was a little immature. But it's 50. He's going to do what he wants to do. They're going to do what they do and we'll forget about it. It was an interesting point. We could go ahead and dive into the point if we want to, but at the end of the day, who knows? We don't know. We heard the tape. Everybody heard the tape. But then I heard legal people say that he may not have too many things to worry about. So there's a whole bunch of shit going on.
Yeah, because it's like,
who knows, dog?
They pick and choose. They probably could have took him down. Mm-hmm. Don't mean he's a federal informant because they didn't. No. They probably just say, you know what? Whatever. We got the people we wanted. They obviously probably could have. They heard him on the phone doing what they're doing. But the people throw this stuff around all day. And we let the people in the comment section pretty much deal with it. I mean, people got different ideology, what they call rats, what they call snitches, and different things like that. But it is something to ponder, though. Like, damn, we really did hear this dude go all the way in, but nothing happened. Not that I want anything to happen to Jim Jones, but it's a legitimate question that 50 Cent put out there. 50 going to do that. You know he is, especially with his enemies.
We've also seen scammers take and embezzle money for years and years. We've also seen a lot of other scandalous shit going on to where we can ask the question, damn, when the feds coming in. We know they come in when they're good and damn ready. And it's usually when the person has turned their life around and doing something positive. But we'll see in this situation. Yeah, I
mean, just move good at this point, because one thing's for certain and one thing's for sure is that they definitely are watching now. If they weren't watching before, they're definitely watching now.
Shout out to Jim Jones and Chrissy, man, for buying our brother's painting, man. I wanted to say that real quick.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Our brother Foulmouth Angel, man, brother who did the mural behind you, the mural that you see right here. He done some incredible work, man. He did a portrait for Jim Jones and his lady, Chrissy, man. It got to their doorstep, man. Shout out to the people, man. Pay respect to creativity.
Are you looking for any music from Jim Jones or 50 Cent? Are you like excited about them in particular putting out new music? I kind of am, like, a little bit, probably more so Jim Jones than actually 50. But are you?
I wouldn't mind it. Am I looking forward to it? Nah. There's so many different aspects. I'd rather have Jim Jones in the studio talking about business. I want to hear about that ownership in this football league. How's that affecting him with business right now?
You mean another rapper turned blogger?
Nah, I want the rapper to sit back and give us a dynamic interview like rappers and entertainers are supposed to do, and not get behind the microphone and conduct interviews, because most of them look fucking silly doing it when they should be here, not necessarily in this chair, but in chairs around the country, giving the interviews and then falling the fuck back.
It's a wave thing.
Of them that want to be in front of the camera. But Jim Jones is dope how he uses social media. He's in the workout game. I would love to sit back and have a conversation with that brother. More so listen to his music. That's just real.
Him on 50 would definitely, be dope. But yeah, that kind of elaborate more on that. Like you said, it's a wave thing when you see all these rappers now coming into the podcast game. No different than when you see everybody wants to be a rapper or a singer now. It's like they see other people. Yeah, they see other people doing it. Now they want to do it. Oh shit, I got to buy a microphone and talk, and I already got a following, so this may work.
Right.
Leave it to the professionals. Let them do what they do. I ain't trying to be a rapper. We ain't trying to be a rapper, but it's never.
I am a singer though.
Yeah, he's definitely R&B singer.
They're gonna say album, say this nigga fucking shit.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, it's just it's funny for some people because you see it don't last long.
Yeah.
It's not passion. They're not passionate about it. But if you're passionate about it and you do it the right way, I mean, what can we say, man? The door is open for anybody. This is a free country.
Some people that do it, and it's not everybody, and this isn't a hating game or anything like that, because some people are dope at it. Some people are fans of. You know what I'm saying? It's when you can obviously see there's a way, you don't take it serious, when you don't really care, when it's just an easy bag for you because you got a name and it's an easy lane to slip in. You can't help but to feel a little bit disrespected when you out here putting foot to grass, foot to concrete every day on the grind of this shit, trying to make something for yourself. So that's all we're saying.
Yeah, definitely. Now, speaking of something today, Sam, man, I was actually listening to Tax Stone. He was on his Instagram live, and he posted up that he'll be going live from prison. I think Rikers Island he's sitting in today. Well, a little bit after I heard him go live with the young lady on Instagram, he put out this message on his Twitter, and he put, "Dear beloved, love who loves you. I'm currently in my grave with my eyes open, dirt up to my neck, getting dizzy as the world turns, watching the news from my grave as NYC is the epicenter of the global pandemic of the virus called the Rona-19. That's literally out of the control of a serial killer. I watched district attorneys and the head of board corrections play judge, jury, and executioner as the same virus spreads rapidly through Rikers Island. The island I'm currently being housed on for a month now. We haven't been allowed visits, legal or social, understandable considering what's going on. But what I don't understand is how people we have contact with on the inside, the correctional officers and the civilians, have no protective gear, and they aren't giving us anything to protect ourselves. There has been no extra sanitation, no hand sanitizer, nothing. And they're only being tested if they have symptoms. So I asked myself, how are we being infected if we only been in contact with the civilians and correctional officers? Easy, because they have it. Then he goes on to say, then I watched the news and I could see you can only have it and not only have the symptoms or whatever. So he goes on, he says a lot, there. I heard, what he was saying, and it's one thing to read it, but to hear his tone of voice, I think he's in a bad place right now. It's a couple more pages for people that want to see it. You can go to his Instagram and check out the rest. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's like 3 pages, but I followed Tax Stone early on and doing this, and he was, one of the pioneers, obviously right behind Combat Jack in this whole podcast game. And we know now he's for trial for killing Troy Abs, one of his close friends, Banger. Supposed to go to trial. I think this month coming up. And so what do you think though, Sam, man? Mostly, I know you don't know a lot about Tax Stone, but the conditions and them letting some prisoners leave, like Rat 9, but they let some prisoners actually stay in there when the Rona is spreading rapidly through these prisons.
It just shows you that they don't care. And this is where it's serious. And it would be no different if this was the flu that was going around in December, the flu that was going around last year, that was shutting people down for weeks at a time. If you get that in an enclosed environment where people aren't being properly taken care of and health measures aren't being properly taken, you're going to have bodies dropping, especially if you're not caring, especially if you aren't even taking the proper health measures as far as sanitizing, make sure you have gloves. Enclosed environments where you go, okay, damn, hospitals, prisons, grocery markets, supermarket, whatever it is, a closed environment with a group of people, you would think you want to take these kind of measures if you're going to be there in a certain amount of time and they don't even give a fuck. It's disgusting. And I wonder if these numbers are in the statistics of the worldwide numbers, of the state numbers of people falling, or do they even give a damn? It just goes to show you that even though people are in prison for whatever they are, whether they made the mistake or whether they're in there justly, the majority of people in society don't treat them as equal human beings.
Facts.
And that's wrong.
And a lot of people don't think they should be. And the crazy part about it, you talk about a place like Rikers Island, it's a holding facility, so people are waiting to be tried. So you have to give them the presumption of innocence. You can't just assume that they're guilty. So that means that, not even saying that people that have been convicted need to be treated this way, but as long as you ain't been convicted, you deserve to have all the basic necessities. And that's bleach to clean up. He was talking about on a live that they ain't have bleach, like just regular stuff to clean up. And if you ain't have money in the commissary, you couldn't get soap and, just a whole bunch of stuff like that. I mean, we can sit up here and say he's complaining, but this is a virus that's taking out people. We've seen, he was even saying that since he had a cellmate 2 doors down while he was on his interview, found out that his mom died from the Rona. You know what I mean? While he was doing this interview on Instagram Live. So it's real for some people. I seen another guy that I know today on Facebook put it that his aunt passed. So it seems like it's getting closer and closer. We was always asking, I don't know nobody with the Rona. Now I'm starting to see people that I know saying that their family members passed on. But it's really to be expected because it tells you that, older people people with weaker immune systems, people that are obese and have lower, health standards are more susceptible to get it and pass away from it. So unfortunately. So I mean, just like the thing happened in Mississippi, hopefully we can see a trickle down effect that people begin to stand up and begin to, elicit lawyers and things to start suing these prisons and in different county jails for these conditions. It's the only thing you could do. We could sit up here and cry and talk about it and say, "Woe is me," but until you, get them, you hit them in the pocket, bring them in the court, it's not going to change. But to the people, send them some love, write text them, you know what I mean? If you're a fan of them, send them letters and whatnot. That's all you can do at this point.
The unfortunate part, some of these inmates, and I'm not condoning any of their actions, if you're in there, if you've been convicted of a crime where you took somebody's life, if you violated a woman or a child, karma will come to you. That ain't me. I'm not judge, jury, or executioner. But at the end of the day, you still deserve civil rights to live as a human being.
Right.
Whether while you sit there for the rest of your life, while your liberties and your freedoms are taken away, you still deserve to sit there like a human being. I'm not taking that away from anybody. But this just goes to show you they don't really care, and you got to be careful, man. This right here is just a harsh reality to America and where we live in, man.
Little Nas X took to his Twitter, Sam, and he put, all right, Sam, man, what do you think about last night? You were sitting there, you was watching my man Scott Storch go against Manny Fresh. Now, from the consensus that you said and other people said, you said that, look, yo, Manny Fresh got wiped out right there. But I was listening to Charlamagne the God this morning, and he was like, y'all hating on the South. Manny Fresh would have won if he would have played these 5 songs, and he named 5 songs that he didn't play that he should have played. What was your thoughts sitting there watching that last night, man?
I think that obviously that was your classic battle of black and white, when you have the black boxer versus the white boxer, and the brothers cannot vote against the brother, because this is how we go. We go down with the shit. Manny Fresh is one of the greatest producers of all time. Produced the Hot Boys, produced Juvenile, BG, Turk, fucking Wayne, himself, Birdman. You know what I mean? A number of other people down there. T.I., he's a fucking legend out there. Scott Storch has bangers across the country. Now, one of my music friends I seen on Facebook, they said that wasn't a real battle. Scott Storch plays the keys. He did none of the production. He did none of the arranging. He did none of the beat making. Manny Fresh is a producer, even though Scott Storch wiped him. Now, I feel like, and what Charlamagne said may be true. If he would have played them 5 records, he would have won. But that wasn't all of Scott Storch's catalog. The brother had more. I don't know, man.
They all gonna have more. It goes to show you, man, that these dudes is talented as hell.
And it's popular as hell, because they had 200 motherfuckers watching that shit.
Yeah. And Tory Lanez with his whole quarantine radio thing, he got it popping, and everybody's following suit. They even saying that who's going tonight? Little John and T-Pain.
T-Pain has fucking records.
That's gonna be classy. Now, Sam, man, you were saying, and if you see anybody do this, you know that you heard it here first on the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. You said you think it'd be dope if comedians started doing some, battles and whatnot. But I don't think they got too much to lose.
Yeah, they got a lot to lose. But at the end of the day, who's really judging? Fuck it, I'll go out with the shit. You know
That'd be crazy. Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, or something. Like Hello Duvall.
We got our brackets, right? We get 6 on one side, 6 on the other side. They just had the battle to see who won. You had Chappelle, you had Hugh
Duvall, bro.
Duvall, you had fucking just the most ruthless fucking comedians out there right now. And you put them in there just to roast each other, man.
Duvall, Kevin Hart. They hopped on IG and they went in. Who you think's getting out there with the W?
It'll be close, because Kevin Hart ain't nothing to sleep on.
Nah, hell no.
Don't let Jumanji and all.
Don't get him going.
You, my nigga.
Yeah, don't get him going.
That motherfucker can put in work when it comes to busting on you. So I don't want to.
I think Kevin Hart's gonna wash him.
You think?
Wash him. He'll wash Little Duval.
Little Duval's an animal too, but Little Duval's popular right now, so a lot of people will go in.
For what? Listen.
He fucking killing it on Instagram.
Nah, he my nigga. I fuck with Duval.
Yeah. Duval's funny, but
right.
Kevin Hart's a different animal, man. Now Kevin Hart against some other comedians out there, it'll be funny to see. Now, we both listened to Kevin Hart single-handedly destroy Jamie Foxx and his whole fucking radio crew.
Bye.
And Jamie Foxx is a legend. Jamie Foxx can do this shit for real too. End of motherfuckers' careers roasting them. So Kevin Hart ain't nothing to fuck with, but him against a Chappelle, him against a Cat Williams, his adversary. The heat got hot. I don't know.
I think Cat Williams, he's gonna pretty much destroy anybody except for like a Dave Chappelle, because the shit he's going to say, he's going to go there with people. He might start letting secret child like, he got fucked in your ass or some shit. You know what I mean?
There's some extra added motivation with him too. Like, you imagine a fight against Chappelle, a friend of his, and a fight against somebody he absolutely despises. Like, it's going to be a whole different level of aggression. I don't know if Kevin Hart even has enough hate in his heart to deal with Cat Williams in a roast battle, because Cat Williams is throwing everything at him.
Yeah.
It would be dope, though. It'd be dope for the culture.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Yeah. Hopefully they get it going, man. I don't see this stopping no time soon. We're only the second day of this quarantine, so it's going to keep heating up. A lot of guys got these Instagram. I feel sorry for these Instagram thoughts now, dog, because it's like the tummy teas probably ain't selling no more. You know what I mean? They probably still getting their subscriptions up though on our fans only pages. I know they killing it with that.
They're gonna have to though, because these niggas is opening the door for these new women to come and fuck through and shake their ass and swing their ass and shit. And motherfuckers is getting put on by that shit. Niggas fucking Bootsy throwing Instagram lives from the strip club in his crib, and he getting motherfuckers on. He got
polls and shit, don't he?
Hell yeah, man. Vamped on my phone and shit. This shit live. Lil Duval having an ass shaking contest. Tory Lanez got people swinging their ass, so it's just swinging their asses everywhere, man.
Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, man. Shout out to hip hop, man, for representing us in a positive light.
Like we always do.
God damn, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. But yeah, man, definitely, man. Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast, episode 336. A little bit shorter than the usual episodes, but please forgive us tonight, man. We'll definitely be back over here tomorrow night. We're supposed to have an interview with Beanie Siegel tomorrow, but shit.
You know what?
Shit.
Got nothing but love with Beanie Siegel, but today, fuck Beanie Siegel.
Yeah, man, that was some, man.
And it didn't get to his doorstep yet to all the way say fuck Beanie Siegel, but his management, from what they represent,
they fucked up a good opportunity.
Damn.
Yeah.
Didn't know it was like that, brother. But it is, so fuck.
Yeah, real shit, man. I ain't gonna say no more because we're gonna go win. We'll go win right now, but
yeah,
that's a part of the game, man. They obviously think that the ice is colder.
Yeah, you like that vanilla ice cream a little more.
Yeah, but go ahead and hit that 5-star rate, man, if you enjoyed the podcast today. And do not forget to subscribe to the Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast. We promise you, man, we're going to be your number one station to continue to bang out 4 to 5 shows during this whole epidemic, man. Just keep on tuning in. We want to keep updating you on all the news that goes on every day, and hopefully you can find some comfort in this rough time for you and your family, man. Definitely.
It's the only way to do it. And hey, yo, check this out. If y'all are aspiring artists and y'all want to get y'all music promoted on the platforms, Viral Hip Hop News and Hip Hop News Uncensored, a little under 1 million subscribers worldwide, go ahead and hit us in our email, ohgod@hiphopun.com, and Sam Ant at DLSMediaINC, the number 1 at gmail.com, to get more details on our promotional packages, man. We're running some great promotional packages. Slots is filling up as we speak, man. So don't wait. Get your spot. Let's work.
Yeah, no doubt. And be serious. Serious inquiries only.
Please.